What's up YouTube? Welcome back. I'm Devin T. Arena, and in today's video, we are gonna go over the 5 crucial mistakes you're probably making that's preventing your legs from actually growing. So we're gonna cover how to actually grow your legs in this video. Most people are making the same crucial mistakes that are holding you back. Typically, it's not an exercise problem, it's an execution problem. Let's get into the video and I'll tell you exactly how you can fix it. All right, if your legs aren't growing, mistake number 1 most people make is turning your leg exercise into a back exercise. So we got a V-bar front squat here, as you can see. Now a lot of people, when they're using it, you turn it into a back exercise because they're coming here and they're bending down with their back leaning forward, and that's gonna hurt your back. So instead of targeting your quads and being able to grow your legs, you need to bring your legs outward, shoulder width apart, and you need to drive your butt backwards and come down in a parallel position and drive up. You're not wanting to lean over to bring your back into the movement. You want it to come straight down, bring your knees out, drive down, and push through the ground to make sure you're using all quad in your leg. So as you see, we're coming down, back to neutral, come down parallel, drive through. And this is the movement pattern we want to be using in order to really be targeting our quads in this movement. So don't be bending forward using your back. That is going to just take away from being able to bring your quads in, and you're going to be rounding your back. You're going to have lower back pain. So the reason I really like the front V-bar squat is because I had back surgery. So this takes a lot of the load off of your back doing this versus using a regular bar and doing back squat, where it's going to put a lot more load on the spine and coming down, and you can get in some real awkward positions. This is stationary, so it's super easy. If your gym has it, I highly recommend doing that. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Show me some love as I'm getting back into my YouTube journey. All right, mistake number 2 people make is for your hamstrings, and it's the Romanian deadlifts. A lot of people, when they come, they do the Romanian deadlifts and they use a lot of their back just bending over and using a lot of your back. And most people hurt their back during this exercise. We have quite a few people that do this wrong and have told us they've actually injured their back doing it. So to do it properly, I like using an incline pad because it's just gonna help really get the stretch and get a little bit more depth on the way down to really overload the hamstring. So you wanna have your hands right outside of your waist, feet up on the pad. And the goal here is you want to drive your butt back as if there's a wall behind you you're trying to touch. You're not trying to bend over with your upper back. You're literally just trying to push your ass back as if there was a wall behind you and you're trying to touch it. So if John comes over here on the side, you'll see that the goal is to drive your butt back and come up. So drive back, and you'll really feel that stretch down in your hamstring. So you can see the difference here of driving back and really feeling a deep stretch I can feel in my hamstrings versus here, I almost feel absolutely nothing and feel it all in my lower back. So let me do a few examples here. This is what not to do, which most people do. They just come in and you're bending over, but you really want to hinge and kick your butt back to the wall. And if you could feel the difference like I do, it's absolutely insane. So the next time you come and you're doing Romanian deadlifts, make sure you're pretending that there's a wall right here behind you and just hinge your hips back and out. You're not hinging down and forward. You're hinging backwards to really allow the deep stretch in the back of your hamstrings. So use that tip next time to help grow your hamstrings in the gym. Bonus tip, I don't recommend doing your leg days in Hokas or shoes that have a lot of cushion. As you see, I'm in freaking wrestling shoes. Flat soles so you can be flat with the ground. When you have cushions, a lot of it, there's so much cushion in your heel. When you're trying to drive through, you can't really push through your heels. There's so much padding that it's almost forcing you to instantly go up on your toes because of the padding in the back. So last time when I was here with Benji, I made him take his shoes off to feel the difference when he was squatting. And it was a world of difference, was it not?
Oh, absolutely.
Big difference when you are flat to the ground, being able to to squat versus having something with a cushion that's up more, you're gonna instantly be pushed up on your toes. Mistake number 3 most people make in the gym, and it's the leg press bros. Everyone knows the leg press bros. When you go into a gym and you see people slapping on a shitload of 45s on the leg press, right? We've all seen it. We've seen the memes where people come on and they're more focused on, oh, short guy problems again. They're more focused on this range of motion right here, as if it's actually doing anything, but they have 10 45s on, and you see their legs, and they're always these chicken legs. They never have any muscle on their legs. They have knee wraps on, and this is it right here, as if they're actually accomplishing something. If you're not able to come down and bring your legs into your chest, you're not really accomplishing anything on the leg press whatsoever, because you have no range of motion. So if your main priority is throwing weight on, like we talked about, but not having the actual range of motion, your legs are never gonna change. You're gonna have chicken legs the rest of your life. So prioritize getting the full range of motion, coming down, driving your knees out, and bringing them to your chest, coming up 3/4 the way like we talked about for most exercises, to really keep the load on your quads the entire time. Now this is the fun part of getting out.
Helps them a little flexible, but most people, yikes.
It's like making those, what are they, like the U-turns, like a 4-point turn or whatever it's called. Like,
Yeah.
It's like a 3-step system. This foot goes here. Okay, I got to cross this one over. Now I got to step here. Now I can step out. I look at leg days, not in a sexual way, but the deeper you can go, the better result you're going to get. That's the way you just got to do your leg days. Well, it can help in a sexual way. You know,
I mean, you do better in leg day. You do better in other days.
That's right.
You know, so you think about it. You're onto something.
It's a mindset. It's all a mindset. Just go deeper.
And plus, Devin's got us doing leg days on Fridays. Can't think of anything more than legs cramping up and being hurt on Saturday and Sunday.
Limping your way into the weekend. That's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do and make sure the legs are looking pumped. Like, look at this. We got to get them dialed in.
You know, if like your partner's like favorite, you know, if it's tulips, right? And the tulips are in the bottom, you know, you got to squat, you got to grab.
That's right.
See, you're working it out. It makes sense. You're thinking.
Comment down below what mistake you're making, preventing you from growing the massive legs you want. Mistake number 4 most people make is they grab the weight, they load it up, they come do their set, they're right here. As we talked about, kind of a mistake number 3, they're going as quick as they possibly can to get the set over with, because they don't want to do it in the first place. But yet, there's no growth gonna happen because you're not overloading, you're not putting the time under tension, and you're not gonna achieve the result you're looking for if you're just putting half-ass work into anything in your life. It doesn't matter what it is. So load the bar, load the machine, whatever you're using, and go through your sets nice and slow. Take your time. Put the load on your quads. We want to have time under tension, as I talked about. We really want to load those muscle groups that we're trying to hit. So come on, take your time, and make each rep intentional. You're not trying to just come in and do the 8, 10, 12 reps that you're trying to do, and then just rush, take 30 seconds, come right back, do the same thing, because more than likely, I guarantee you don't look the way you want, you don't feel the way you want, and your legs definitely don't look the way you want. I'm sure you follow bodybuilders, you see people how they train, and there's a reason they look the way that they do, because they frickin' put the work in. They're putting the time under tension. They put effort into every single rep that they're doing, and most people don't do that. So that is mistake number 4 that you need to avoid. Make sure you're putting the effort into every single set. Make sure you have intention for every exercise that you're doing, and really take your time and control the weight, because that is where the growth will happen.
I just realized I'm doing weight, aren't I? Yep.
Oh, shit. There's 3 45s on. Wait, where's the weight on? All of it?
It is. Wait, yeah.
Holy shit.
I think it's both, isn't it?
I don't know, is it? I mean, it's all one.
I definitely felt like, I was like, all right, something's not right here.
This is like weight on all of it. Yeah, this all needs to come off.
What on earth?
Damn, I'm surprised you were able to lift that up, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, I definitely get it all the way down. I mean, that's the whole thing, right? You can.
My thought is, who's got 3 45s and a 25 on one freaking side of this thing and no weight on the other side of it?
Well, now if like my right leg is bigger, that one rep, that half rep, that's why. Or makes a lot more sense now. But I was like looking at this, I was thinking it was, because this was empty, right? Yeah. I was thinking it was just this.
Or someone's ass is lazy as hell and they put half their weights away and left the other half out.
For sure. Gym etiquette, people, come on, get better.
That's the kind of effort I'm talking about, guys. It's how you don't get freaking results. You do half the goddamn work. You put half the weights away over here, but you leave half the weights on because you ran out of steam. You ran out of care. Easy. Now I'm too short. See, it's always the tiptoes. When you're short for these exercises, everything turns into one extra calf raise. So by the time we're done, you got 50 extra calf raises. That's how you get the calves. When you gotta do 50 extra ones,
50,
they're forced to grow.
And then your quads will look like Saquon, and all your problems will be solved if you do this leg workout from Devin.
I mean, you know you're doing something right with your quads on leg day. When you just buy regular relaxed jeans, but they fit as if they were skinny jeans. And every time your family sees you, they ask, why do you keep buying skinny jeans, dude? You need to buy bigger jeans. And you explain to them, they're not skinny jeans, and you have to show them that they're just regular fit jeans. Your quads are just freaking big and everything just fits tight. Great problem to have. If I wore skinny jeans, I probably wouldn't be able to fit my legs in them, to be honest with you. And it'd be very uncomfortable. Jesus Christ, who's got this thing maxed out? Was someone actually working their hamstrings here? Like if you're maxing the machine out, I'm expecting a world-class bodybuilder to be working out in here if you have this machine maxed out. Mistake number 5 that most people make on their hamstrings for the lying hamstring curl is they come here. First, as you saw, they pick too much weight. Most people are lifting their hips up and off of the pad to bring the weight in, which isn't what we want to do at all. We want to make sure we're burrowed in, put all 6 inches into it. Point your toes down in order to help us take our calves out of it. People will point their toes backwards like this, and if you're pointing them back, you can see that right here, my calves are on flex. But if I bring them back here, we're bringing our calves into it. Can you see the difference of when my toes are pointed outwards versus when my toes are pointed downwards? So we want to keep our toes pointed downwards the whole time to keep our calves out of the movement. This is just going to purely overload the hamstrings and make sure we are getting the best bang for our buck on this movement. So like I said, keep your hips down in the pad, keep your toes pointed, bring it up, squeeze, and really control it on the way down to stretch those hamstrings. Don't be throwing it around like this doing half reps. Take your time, squeeze at the top, really stretch all the way down, and repeat that over. Again, as we've talked about time and time again, the most important thing is the form that you have. Prioritize that over everything. It doesn't matter how much weight anyone's doing, how much your friends are doing. Prioritize what's important to you to achieve the result that you're looking for. Bonus tip, calves. Something most people screw up because this is what they're doing right here. This is what most people do on calves right here. They're just bouncing the weight, but you're not working anything. What are you working by? Just flexing your feet. You're not even stretching your calves. You're doing nothing. So what you need to do to avoid this mistake is put your heels all the way down. Get as deep of a stretch as you can get. Push up on your toes and squeeze. Hold it for a second. Slowly come back down. Like I said, bring your heels to the ground and get as big of a calf stretch as you can possibly get. Push up and squeeze. You can see the difference here versus what are we working when I'm going like this. Do you really see any muscles working in my calves? It's all in my feet and in my ankle moving. Versus here, and you come up, look at the difference of everything contracting when you're squeezing at the top. So the next time you're doing calves, take it slow and controlled in order to actually grow your calves and get the results you're looking for. If you're bouncing them, your calves are just gonna look like this. But if you're actually controlling the weight and getting a deep stretch on every exercise, your calves are guaranteed to grow, no doubt. So across all exercises, as you saw, whether it's quads, hamstrings, calves, the principles are the same, right? It's all about the progressive overload, full range of motion, and time under tension. Not how much weight you can do, how fast you can do it, and just rushing the reps. We don't want that. Nothing's gonna change. You're gonna achieve no result by doing so. So as you can see, we wanna take our time, go slow, and have intention with every single exercise that you're doing. All right, guys, thanks for following along on the 5 mistakes that you're probably making that are keeping you having bird legs. If you want to change your legs, use these tips in order to change how your legs look. Please show me some love, hit the like button down below, and I'll see you on the next video.